party because that's where all of the major
corporate cities.
Yeah, I don't know about corporate seats. That's just where it all gets done for the most part. It's more of a symbolic thing. Spanning over all sorts of stuff that sort of just ties back into Wall Street.
So I was walking by a while ago and I heard you say something about why I'm here.
Yeah.
Could you go into a little bit about that for me, just real quick?
Well, I just read a lot, and my parents were always sort of making sure that I was socially aware of things as a child, and it carried through into my teenage years. And so I read a lot of books, and then I just get really upset about how I don't really feel like I can really affect anything. And I think a lot of people are like that. Like, before Occupy Wall Street, a lot of people would be like, yeah, sweatshop labor sucks, but what can I do about it? But right now you can do something about it. Instead of still keeping up that apathetic bullshit, you can come out here and speak your mind. Work together.
So, what would you say to the idea this is a revolution?
I hope it turns into a revolution. I mean, when the Founding Fathers wrote the Declaration of Independence, they didn't think that they were going to form a new nation either. And they just wanted representation in the House of Lords, and so I mean, with the recent Occupy Wall Street declaration, like, I can really get behind that. I really can't relate to the Declaration of Independence too well, and at the same time, they wrote the Declaration of Independence for a lot less shit than what's going on now. Like, we have more reason than ever to revolt. So I'm really hoping that this does turn into a citizen.
So, do you think if we went back and looked at that Declaration of Independence that we would gain a little insight as to what the forefathers actually had in mind?
Well, I mean, in the Declaration of Independence, it does mention something about, the people have the right to revolt when the government does them wrong. And they've wronged us plenty over the past years.
Sure.
Over the past freaking century.
Cool. So you see this going somewhere? You think? You said it would be nice if it did, but do you see it?
I hope I see it. I want it to go somewhere, so that's why I'm.
How passionate are you?
As much of my free time here as I can, as much as the money I
Sure.
have on this.
So you'll be here as much as you can and try to do as much as you can with it.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
That's all I really can do.
Sure.
I mean.
Good. Well, it's good to see people out here, especially people your age. You're the ones that have got to rise up and say, enough. That's it. We're tired of, we deserve a lot better than this.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's great to see. And are you a student?
I'm a high school student.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What year?
That's even.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You're the people that we need out here. You and more of you.
Yeah, actually, me and my friend are starting to talk about holding a group that'll come here after schools. And we're also going to we're trying to find a student walkout this Wednesday.
Right on.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Seattle EDU would do.
What?
Kind of like Seattle U or Seattle Central is doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Next Wednesday.
Yeah.
In solidarity with that. All right. Good for you. Good to see you out here.
Yeah.
Bring more of your friends. We need you.
All right.
The whole caboodle. We need them all. How you guys doing?
Good.
What do you think of this guy?
He's got some good points.
Yeah, right on. Are you guys out here for a reason or just checking it out?
We went for a walk and we just wanted to know what he was I want to know exactly what he was protesting.
Yeah.
Right on. So had you heard of Occupy Seattle before that?
Occupy Seattle? No, we're not from Seattle.
We're from Oregon, actually. I was just hearing about the Portland protests, actually.
Okay.
I'm glad the Living Room War was allowed the revolution in, what was it, called?
What happened?
The Living Room War in Vietnam. It allowed late 60s, early 70s. It started a revolution for younger people in colleges to come and speak their minds instead of just older people.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
They have that now.
And they're actually shot at by the Coast Guard and the National Guard.
Oh, you're talking about Penn State?
I think so.
Penn State, yeah, that was when the people got shot.
Yeah, that was a good one. I'm glad that it's awesome to say that I'm glad that happened. I'm glad that what created happened after it, that people were able to voice their minds.
Yeah.
It's horrible that they came in with the National Guard and did that.
Absolutely,
But I'm glad that people were able to speak their minds.
It's awful when things bad happen to other people, but when those have consequences which allow better things to happen later on, then at least you can say it was not done in vain.
Yeah.
The people did not die in vain.
Yeah.
And that's what this is all about. We have to make sure that none of this is done in vain.
Exactly.
And that's why we're so adamant about peace.
I mean, hell,
non-violent.
If we were out here right now, we'd be getting our asses like cost really close.
Beat up, harassed, taken to jail,
Yeah, that's
not
what
released.
Kind of bothers me when people are screaming "fuck the police" when they haven't even done anything yet.
No, the police have been really good.
I mean, in New York.
Very good.
Not here.
Oh, New York, yeah, but that's New York.
Yeah.
We're Seattle. We're more peaceful than that. So far.
Can I ask you a question? I have a friend down in Portland who's protesting. She's more about the money, how we're trying to save humanity, like the commercial saying you make $1 to save a human, it's only 25 cents to save animals. What are your opinions on that?
Like about spending our money to take care of people, or
Well, no, that we're more focusing on trying to rebuild the instead of trying to like save something that we
animals?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I am a vegan, but like I'm a person too.
So he's kind of biased.
And no, not really. It's just like you gotta take care of. It's kind of like on the airplane, where they show a little girl and she's having trouble putting on the mask. It's like, make sure to secure your own mask first before putting on younger children's, because just sort of stuff like that. I feel like we can make a whole lot more progress with if we change the way things work politically. Like, first off, I mean, animals are treated horribly in slaughterhouses. Like, they live in their own shit. I mean, I don't really have to say much more than that, do I? I mean, they're boiled alive. They break chickens' wings just for fun. I mean, I've seen videos of this shit. Pump cows full of hormones so they can keep producing milk. But that's part of the political.
It's part of it, It's profit over people.
This whole sort of sensibility. It's kind of like the Burger King, what is it? Have it your way. Isn't that that's what people want, and they're not really interested in quality or the way things work.
As long as it's cheap and easy to get, it's and we have to turn that mentality around.
Yeah.
Because cheap doesn't mean cheap.
Yeah.
Cheap is actually more expensive to us and to our planet.
I mean,
that's the big thing.
Yeah, there's like a dead zone in the Gulf of Mexico larger than the BP oil spill from all the sewage runoff from cattle.
That's nasty.
Do you feel that the world and/or